Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to another build video. Today we're taking a look at a newly updated Warlock Void build for Season of the Haunted, and this build is optimized for usage in any season, so it doesn't rely heavily on seasonal mods. So as long as you got the basic setup here, you will be able to use this build next season when Arc 3.0 comes out if you really want to. But with this build you will be running around with infinite void grenades and Devour, and overall you're just going to be outputting some crazy DPS, as well as having effective ad clearing. And since the Vortex nerf, we won't be running the Controverse hold with this one, so there will be a few slight changes to the build we used last season, but it is going to be up there with the top void builds to use in Destiny 2 Witch Queen. Now this video is sponsored by our boys over at USMMO. They sell silver at a much cheaper price, so if you want those sweet cosmetics in the Eververse store, then feel free to check them out below. And now guys, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe and share for more, and now let's cause some void chaos. Okay, so firstly, as always, if you do like these build videos and you want to see more top fun builds to use this season, then like every build video, that playlist will be down below or in the top right card section. Now this video is going to be much shorter than the usual build videos we have here on the channel, because it hasn't got too many changes compared to last season's setup, so we will just have a quick run through of the build instead of explaining everything in max detail. But if you guys have any questions or you're struggling to understand something, then I'm always just a few meters away in the comment section, so yeah, just leave a comment. But a quick overview of this build: you will be running around throwing scatter grenades everywhere, which will be buffed due to our exotic, and then we will be chaining between void weapon kills and grenade kills. And while maintaining that chain, we will be getting Devour at the same time, faster cooldowns, increased weapon DPS, and a few other things on top. But overall, if you can just keep getting void kills and grenade kills over and over, you should really never die, even in those activities where you're massively underpowered. And you should be able to keep getting those grenades back pretty quickly, as you will have multiple things giving you grenade energy. So to set up this build, the first thing you're going to want is a void weapon. It doesn't matter what sort, any void weapon will do, so make sure you have one, because we will be using void weapons with the exotic, which is Verity's Brow. And this reads: weapon final blows with a damage type matching your subclass energy, grant death throws, which provides a grenade damage bonus and grants you grenade energy. Now this, combined with Feed the Void with Devour, will mean that we should always get grenades pretty consistently, as long as you're getting kills with those grenades and void weapons while Devour is active. If you want to use Vortex grenades with Controverse hold, you can do, although I strongly don't recommend you do that, due to the nerf of Vortex grenades, which just makes them far too weak for endgame PvE, so I would stick to the Verity's Brow. For the subclass, we are going to be the Void Nova Bomb Cataclysm. You can use any super of your choice, but I'd throw on a Healing Rift with a Scatter Grenade. Then the aspects you want are Chaos Accelerant, so the Scatter Grenades can track to nearby targets, and Feed the Void to get Devour, which will give us instant max health on every kill when it's active. One of the best subclass perks in the game, but the fragments we have are Echo of Expulsion for Void ability final blows to cause targets to explode, Echo of Instability to get volatile rounds on void weapons by defeating enemies with grenades, and Echo of Undermining to weaken targets with grenades, although you can swap this one out to Persistence if you prefer, which will give you a longer lasting Devour effect. Moving to the mods, and we will start with the helmet here. We have the Seeking Wells, so that the well spawned will come to us. If you don't want to be lazy like me, then you can swap this out, but I am also running the Harmonic Siphon mod to spawn orbs, as we are going to be using void weapons anyway, and then our ammo finder for a heavy weapon. Gauntlets, we have the elemental armaments to spawn void wells on random void kills, and then our champion mods if you need them, but if you don't need them, put on a grenade kickstart mod instead. For the chest, we have Font of Might for increased weapon damage when picking up that well, our damage resist mod with that. Then for the legs, we have Wealth Tenacity, one of the best mods in the game, where we take less damage for a short time, and that is when we pick up a void well. Again, like the helmet, we will use our heavy weapon mod, which is the scavenger mod. And then lastly for the class, we have the elemental ordnance to spawn another void well on grenade kills, as we are a grenade ability build and you should be getting consistent grenade kills anyway. I'd also throw on a few cooldown mods if you can, but they're not really required. As for the stats, you want Discipline first, get that to 100 for the faster grenade cooldown, and then Resilience for the 40% damage reduction. If you can get a third stat to max out, then I'd go with Recovery. So overall, this build is still one of the best void builds to use for the Warlock in Destiny 2 Season 17, and I strongly recommend giving this one a try if you're not enjoying the Solo 3.0 build right now. But this one is about the closest you're going to get to what it was like last season, except we don't have many mods from the artifact, if any at all, that will massively benefit us in this build. So as I said, take this as a base setup, and then use new mods that you get in the future to make this build even better. But this is going to be one of my main Warlock builds that I'll be using this season in endgame PvE. But guys, that is your new updated Warlock's Void build for the Void 3.0 subclass update in Destiny 2 Witch Queen Season of the Haunted. Next, as always, be sure to check out the playlist below for more top, fun and insane builds this season for 2022, because like every week, I will be adding new and updated builds to the Season 17 playlist. So stay tuned for more, and I'll see you all in that next video.